Hi, I'm Haranda Misra, Chairman and CEO of GMEX Group. Welcome to GMEX Digital Talks in collaboration with the Association of Futures Markets at our jointly hosted digital transformation event in Dubai. I'm pleased to welcome Chris Sturgess to the hot seat. Chris is a great advocate in commodities markets and does a lot of consulting and advisory work, but also he has the privilege of being an Association of Futures Markets board member as well. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you so much, Haranda. Always great to be able to chat.
My pleasure. And how are you finding the event today, Chris?
Yeah, I think it's been a really awesome mix of AFM members, as well as on the more technical side, on the digital side. And I think the conversations have really been good. It hasn't been super technical, and it also hasn't been super exchange focused. So I think that balance that we've got today has really been good.
Yeah, no, it's a good balance because, I always say when exchanges talk to each other, that's great. But actually, it's about the ecosystem, whether it's upstream and those partnerships. So it's great to see that play out. And also, what's interesting is digital transformation is meaning different things to different people. And it's interesting how those views are coming out. I mean, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, I think ultimately we've always been on a journey. It's been a technology, it's been a digital. There's a journey for anyone in my exchange background that is always evolving. And I think, where we today is, it's great to be able to say, fine, perhaps we look back, we learn from the lessons that have happened already. And the exciting thing is how fast can we keep on moving and just re-innovate or reinvent ourselves.
Yeah.
I think the exchange, you get set in your ways. And the market participants who you are servicing will ultimately quickly tell you, are you doing the right thing or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fascinating period because everything is becoming exchange-like. I was speaking to Patrick Young earlier, and he said it's fascinating because, we look at whether it's AWS and Marketplace, it's one big exchange in a way. Some of the things that my children are now doing, in terms of buying and selling clothing and other things online that they no longer need and monetizing that. So it's great. I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, with that in mind, I know you'll speak about some of those things as well, but what have been the highlights for you in terms of key takeaways from some of the panels today?
Yeah, I think it's always just the ability to be able to connect and hear a different perspective on things. I think in terms of, the crypto markets, and you talk about that, my younger son he embraced the cryptocurrency space and has also learned a lot about trading just from that. Doesn't necessarily mean, the fundamentals and those market questions come from whatever market you're involved in. And so I think today really it's just a good opportunity to understand where do you take this whole blockchain and where there's components that really add value.
Yeah.
And there's other traditional components that will continue to work. But I think it's important to think that it's not one or the other. It's how you combine those two to really just introduce and keep on adding efficiencies to the market.
Yeah, I mean, it is that because, I say it's all about hybrid because the traditional way of doing things isn't going away anytime soon. And you've got digital now, but the two have to coexist. Not this, them and us, or, this doesn't talk to that. And I think that interoperability and the way that that's beginning to emerge is really, really exciting because it's got to be seamless, I think.
Yeah, and you're the one who said API is not going away.
Yeah,
we know the APIs will stick around, and it's just really how you integrate.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, with that in mind, I mean, looking ahead over the next 12 months, any key predictions in this digital space or commodity markets in general?
I think, again, look, if you look at commodity markets, it's come through a very volatile period. It's been a tough year to get through. I think, again, the importance around price risk management tools is going to continue. And I think that gives commodity platform providers a good base to keep building on. And again, so from the digital side can commodity markets use more of that to make the physical delivery process just more efficient and quicker? And again, just build it and continue building that trust in that delivery process. So I think there's a lot of takeaways. There's still hard work ahead, but we should be in a good space to have a fun 2023.
Yeah, no, that's really exciting. And one of the things which we were talking about, offline was, I see that commodity markets and as a subset of that, carbon credit markets. I see huge opportunities there, both in terms of the hybrid nature of the way that things are done traditionally, digitizing that, and then blockchain as a construct. And when you more broadly look at the physical side, and the immutability and some of those aspects, and the way that these asset classes can be verified and then brought on exchange, like credits, for example, I mean, there's a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
So, with those insights in mind, Chris, thank you so much for your time today. I look forward to speaking to you again.
Thanks, Surrender.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated.
Thank you.
Cheers.